There you go. 529 kilometers of range. We're 15 seconds in. We're sitting at 87,293 point. I gotta make 500 kilometer there and then 500 kilometer back trip. Now, normally my round trip's about 400, maybe 425. And there are no weather conditions or anything like that where this truck cannot do that. But today, I got to make this trek because I got some stuff I got to drop off and some people I got to see. And I got to do it today. I've been putting it off. So we're going to have a nice little video of what it's like to road trip. And there's only one charger on this road trip. Just one. There's only one. And it's, I don't even know if it's working. But they say there's one. So we'll have to check it out and get out there and see if that one will charge. And how long is it going to take to charge me? Or how much of a detour am I going to have to make to get a charge? And I think I'm going to have to make a detour to get a charge. Otherwise, stranded. I'll just be stranded. I'll be the dumbass on the side of the road that forgot to put gasoline in his truck. Coming up to our Innisfil, there's the sign. Our first stop is coming to the top of the hill here. We've gone 123.6 kilometers in 26. One of the things I forgot to mention is we will be doing the speed limit on this road trip because I rarely ever do the speed limit. But let's see what the range is with actually doing the speed limit. It is currently 20 degrees Celsius out. And it's supposed to get up to 32 degrees. Holy mac, that's going to be crazy. Stop number 2, 161 kilometers into the trip. Down it says my rangeometer says 335. We're averaging 27 kilowatt hours per 100. By average 26, I will give over 500 kilometers. But it's heating up out here. That is called a power plant. What kind of power plant is it? This is the Sheerness power plant, one of only 2 cold fire power plants left in the province of Alberta. These guys got a special exemption because it just was recently built, and because they don't want to see you hauling stuff away, they planted all these trees, because a couple years ago I came through here and none of them trees were there. But anyways, and then where does all the coal come from? Well, let me tell you, we're coming along here. See how it goes up? Well, there's a big coal field right over there behind those trees. And when I say big, I mean big. So, this is one of the last coal power plants in the country. I shouldn't say in the country, in Alberta. And it will continue to be because they have an exemption for another 10 years. And then they'll run on natural gas because it bubbles out of the ground here. If you hit the ground too hard, natural gas will leak out. And that's just how it is. And you can see some of the... No, they planted trees. Oh, there it is. You can see some of the Caterpillar trucks over there that haul in the coal from that coal field over there. Anyway, what do you think? You think my kilometers are doing fine and I'll make where I'm going? Well, here I am in Sylvan Lake. You can look it up on a map. I started in Calgary, went to Innisfil in Sylvan Lake, and now I'm going to a place called Onaway. I don't know where that is. Well, I know where it is. I have a piece of land there for sale. This is what happens when you forget to take video when you're tearing the sign down. As you can see, we're in Sunrise Beach here. Nice little village. You can see it on the map there. Just shows a lake, but the lake's all dried up. Anyways, we made it here. We got 120 kilometers to go. I punched the charger in. It's 72 kilometers away. We've already gone 371. Whew, and it's a hot one. 32 degrees. Let's get on the road. And hey everybody, here I am at the charger in Edmonton. I made it to Edmonton and I'm already up to 60 bucks. I'm at 59% charge. But look at this. It says here 150, 177. I've been plugged in for a while here. I think I'm getting ripped off. 33 minutes, 102 kilowatts. I don't think this machine is working correctly. Okay, here we go. We're running a 177. There's no way. 177 for 3 minutes. That seems crazy. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think these Electrify Canadas are ripping me off because it's hot out. And it is hot out. It is 32 degrees. That's 100 Fahrenheit for all you other people out there. It's hot. 32 where I live is hot. Well, we're on our road trip on the way home, and we had to stop here because the other charger was at in Edmonton. It wacky and trying to charge me $70 for. Anyways, now we're here. We make it the rest of the way. We'll see you at our destination. We started from, and because there's the lighthouse. Yeah, we got 329. I believe that's what we had before. We've been running 7 hours of driving and sitting. Because remember, if this is on, as you can see, the clock is going. I've gone 609 kilometers and about another 170 or so to make it a done day. 34 degrees. 34 degrees. This is crazy. I just want to let you know. September 34. Whew, I gotta stop and get something to drink. So here we are for a little recap. How did my trek go? Can you take a Ford F-150 Lightning on a very hot day, trek on out 380 kilometers, and trek back? And very limited charging. Very limited. So I needed my truck to be efficient. I needed it to run around 25 kilowatt hours per 100. Ran 26, 27, finished up around 28. And the reason that happened was I kept it to the speed limit. And then when I was about 100 or so kilometers away, I bumped it up to 119. Instead, the speed limit was 110 kilometers an hour. I did 119. And because traffic just disappeared, there was no one around, and it was a long day. It took over almost 9 hours to do my 770 kilometers. That's right. I left the morning with a 529. I did 770 kilometers. I plugged in Edmonton at the Electrify Canada station. It was very, very hot, and the sun was shining. There was no canopy. There was no trees. The charger was overheated. I had to get a refund from Electrify Canada because it said it put 100 kilowatt hours in my truck in like 25 minutes. You can't do that. It's impossible. You can't do that. So I had to disconnect. I had enough. I knew the Red Deer charger always works. There's trees around it. When it's 35 outside, it's 28 there. It's a great location. They got canopies, everything like that. So I decided, okay, I'm going to unplug here. I can make it down there. And I did. I made it there, plugged in, did 20 minutes, made the rest of the trick. That charging station in Red Deer, got to tell you, best one in the province that I've come across. It always works. I don't know what makes it so special, but you get the best charging. You get the longest charging, you get your 170 for 12 minutes, and then, after that, it's just the best. So how did it work out? Well, it was really hot, air conditioner running. Woo! Air conditioning really didn't cost me that much. I accomplished everything I needed to accomplish in that 770 kilometers. It's good to know that if you need to do it, it's not a problem. Of course, if you're doing lots of kilometers in the city, it just doesn't really matter. You're charging at home anyways. But just remember, you're not towing 770 kilometers in a day. There would have to be 20 times the chargers out there if you actually wanted to tow an RV or something like this distance in one day. There's just no way. So just remember, and I say this a lot, EVs are not for towing. Period. The back is full of stuff. I got things sticking out. I got 4x4s, all that kind of stuff. No problem. Strapped it down the highway I went. No issue whatsoever. Maybe 1 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers was used more than what it would have been. But no issues whatsoever. Never overheated. Never had a problem. It was wonderful. So all you people out there think, forget it. If you wanted to haul and travel lightning is the way to go. And to let you know, there is no way. When I first got the truck, I could easily do 500 kilometers at 110 kilometers an hour on a full charge. No problem. I cannot, repeat, not, after 2 years and 4 months, not get that anymore. As you can see by the odometer, I'm almost 90,000 kilometers. I would say I'm now getting around 450, 460. And remember, in the winter, I charge to 100% every day. It's always plugged in because it's minus 40 outside. So have yourself a wonderful week. I hope you had a good time. The summer is ending for me, and it's supposed to get cooler, and I got to harvest some tomatoes and make salsa. I hope you have a absolutely fantastic September, and I'll see you in the future.